Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and today I am at Satok Weekend Market in Kuching City, Sarawak, Malaysian Borneo. And I'm happy to announce that for the first time in almost 4 years I managed to hit a big fruit market right in the fruit season. And since we're in Borneo, we are maybe in the best place for fruit foraging in the whole world. And this might be the best market. It's definitely one of the best markets for fruit foraging in all of Borneo. How do you get a good market for fruit foraging in Borneo? Well, you need a large indigenous village population, immigrants from China or from West Malaysia, here in Malaysia, or from Java in Kalimantan. They will have a less big fruit variety. So you need an indigenous village population, but you also need an indigenous, large and affluent indigenous city population willing to pay a lot of money for local fruits and veg. If you have places like Banjarmasin or Balikpapan in Kalimantan, or also some neighborhoods which are predominantly Chinese or Malaysian or Malayu here in Sarawak, you will find mostly either a subtropical Chinese fruit variety or a West Malaysian fruit diversity. Here in Kuching we have a large rich local Iban, Bidayu and other local tribe city population, and also a large village population. And also the Malayu and Chinese people, they are quite intermixed with the other ones, and everybody is used to a lot of local jungle produce. So now I want to do a challenge. 100 different fruit species in one single market. I'm sure we're gonna manage to do this, but since I'm a lazy bastard, I will just film and you will count. So if somebody manages to do a list with 100 different fruits in the comments, let's see, I'll have to give him some sort of prize. Well, you can do one list of different fruit species, you can also do one list including the varieties, you can also do one list including the vegetables, also I don't know most of them, but please somebody sit down and make a list of like at least 100 fruit species we find on this market. So, at first here we have some ripe coconuts, even already sprouted coconuts, and several different banana varieties. This is the Pisang Tandok, the biggest banana in cultivation, or the giant plantain. Pisang Kapok, this on the other hand is the biggest banana plant in cultivation around here. The fruits are small, but the plant is 2 to 3 times bigger than the one of the giant bananas. And here they are already selling anak Pis Tandok, so the child of the banana. They shortened banana because they didn't have space. The child of the Tandok banana, so the child of the giant, or the pup of the giant bullthorn banana. And here also banana flowers, because every part of the banana is edible and the flowers are very popular. Also green bananas, most bananas, this is probably Pisang Hotel, most bananas are harvested green because it's easier to transport them and they have a longer shelf life. See what we have here, more coconut, banana leaves. This is the traditional wrapping paper of paper and plastic bags of nature. And nowadays, since people have access to paper and plastic, they mostly use them to wrap and cook food, so that the food gets some nice banana leaf flavor. Soursop, a fruit which is from South America but quite popular here. Pisang Kiling, a sweet dessert banana. Pisang Emas, the golden banana. Pisang Hotel, the cheapest banana, mostly used for frying. It's less sweet than the others. Look at this Pisang Tandok. It's bigger. Well, let's see. Well, okay, my arm is higher than the banana, but basically the banana is bigger than my underarm. Well, here more Pisang Hotel. Pisang Double. Pisang Embun. This is, although this looks like Pisang Mun or Pisang Mazak Hijau, but here it is a Pisang Embun. This is the traditional Gros Michel banana. Here we have some papaya, betel nuts, You chew them, then you spit out the beetle juice. Pumpkins. Torch ginger flowers. Are you counting, folks? Here we have manioc and manioc leaves. Manioc leaves are consumed here, I would say, much more often than the manioc. They are much easier to harvest. Here are some taro. And here is some jungle or swamp thing. I still forgot what this is. Here's some spring onions. More taro. Here somebody chopped up jackfruit. Here is another jackfruit. Young versus old beetle nuts. Galang ginger. More banana flowers. This is an area where they sell a lot of bananas and banana parts. Here, different limes. The long one is the crocodile egg lime. The short, small ones are the Tahiti lime we're very familiar with. Unripe Borneo eggplant. Some small seedling mangoes, Assam plum. Nipa palm nuts. Pomelos. This is Encala, the Borneo avocado. Those are still unripe. Lemongrass. Sweet potatoes over there. Bananas. Let's see what we got here. Tupulangsat. Peanuts. Chikusapote. Kedundong. Some local mango variety, probably a seedling of some imported modern variety. Those are quite good despite being seedling mangoes. Here underneath the torch ginger, some kasturi lime, which is actually a hybrid with kumquat. That's why the rind is sweet. Oh, this is going to be a long video. Champedak, the much sweeter and smellier cousin of the jackfruit. Really good stuff. This is the more like wild looking varieties, and this is one of the more bigger varieties. However, genetic, people thought that this is like the wild champedak, like this stuff here, the small ones. Well, this is the cultivated one, but genetic studies have proven that those are actually very similar, so probably they are just different varieties. I said we are in the fruit season, and the Bilibing Mera, Tarimakasi, seems to have a bumper crop. Lots of those. Bacaurea, angulata, everywhere. Halia Dayak. So this is some local ginger. Some Dayak ginger. There are thousands of ginger species, and here in Borneo they are using dozens or even hundreds of them. Here again I like those pumpkins. They are very nice and they have a very nice and concentrated taste. Here I think those are jackfruit seeds. They taste very nice. They taste like chestnuts once you boil them. Wild jungle snake fruit, wild red jungle snake fruit. Black rice. This is dry rice or hill rice. It's not grown in water, but it's grown on hills. Here we have again some artocarpo seeds, most probably jackfruit seeds. When you don't catch the jackfruit in time and the fruit rots, you can still totally eat the seeds. As you can see, the brown goo on them is probably the rotten fruit, but no problem. The seeds are still really good despite already having sprouted. Here's some ginger leaves, just like banana leaves. Those are very important wrapping paper, which make the food taste much nicer. Curcuma, another ginger. Some of the smallest baby corn I've ever seen. And here, those should be banana sprouts and more manioc. This is going to be a very long video, but I regret nothing. Here you have some very strange spaghetti beans. They are curved and really rough. I have never seen those, but I guess it's just some variety of spaghetti bean or a hybrid with a different bean. It's the weekend, so people are doing their big shopping here. Let's see what we have here. Breadfruit. Those are quite ripe. You could almost eat them out of hand already. Jering or jenko. That's a very smelly bean which makes your pee smell like crazy. Lemongrass over there. see what we got here. Keladi, China. This is another sort of ginger. I'm not sure exactly which one. It's from Padawan city apparently. This is again those jungle vines. I have to find out what this is exactly. Guava. The guavas in Asia are usually harvested unripe and they like them big and crunchy like apples. While in the Western world most people like them like smaller and sweeter and softer. Here we have durian. I actually bought a whole pile of those. They were okay, like nothing special, but good. There were 4 and all were not bad, so I'm really happy. Here we have some water apple. Here more durian, and this should be tempoyak, fermented durian paste, very tasty. This is basically the garum of the Borneo people. More bananas. Some cucurbitaceae vegetable, I don't know most of them. Also some jungle ferns or swamp ferns or meadow ferns. Those underneath the lemongrass are already too old. See what we got here? This is basically the banana section. They mostly sell bananas, but also other stuff. Chico sapote, rollinia, mangoes. Here we have again crocodile egg lime, kasturi lime, kedundong. Here we have a couple hearts of palm. Hearts of sago palm most probably. Ladies' fingers in here. Let's see. Some eggs. Chilies, those people love their chilies. A lot of manioc leaves, some chopped up jackfruit. I still don't know this. Some pandanus relative, but not sure what. A lot more taro. Let's leave the banana section. Oh, kepayang. This is a very big fruit with big seeds inside. They are more or less poisonous when raw, but after soaking and fermenting for several weeks, they become a very, very tasty snack. Some smaller kedundong. Come on, I promised you 100 different species, and we still haven't found a lot. Tomato is also a fruit, by the way. Yes, in the US it was classified as a vegetable, but it was classified as a vegetable a long time ago to keep prices low so that poor people could buy a lot of tomatoes. One of the good things the American government did. They also did a lot of stupid things. More champedak, more jungle ferns, and here some reishi leaves, which I don't know what they use for. Let's see. Dragon beans, long spaghetti beans, a lot of different chilies, cucumbers, Japanese eggplant, bitter gourd, rambai. When you see the rambai, well, the Iban in the area of Sriaman told me, when you see the rambai, when the rambai is ripe, the fruit season is going towards its end. So I'm always a little bit scared when seeing rambai somewhere, because that means that in this area the fruit season will be gone in a couple weeks. Some pumpkin vegetable, they use this as spinach. Terong pipit, the small pea eggplant. Over there we have some artemisia, some sort of sage. Here chopped up banana sprouts, I think, and dried mushrooms, as well as fresh Judas here mushrooms. Here we have tropical asparagus. Here they call it sweet vegetable. Let's see. The unkaduk. This is some type of wild pepper or cultivated pepper. I think this is pepper which is being used for chewing the betel nuts. Curry leaf, limau purut leaf, daun kunyit. I think this is curcuma, whole curcuma plants. Not sure what this tree leaf is. Here we have some green pepper. Pepper is actually a cash crop around here. However, in the last years and decades, the prices have collapsed, so it's not such a popular cash crop anymore. Is this Dabai or Kembayao? Well, definitely one of the Borneo olives, which are virtually unknown outside of Borneo, just like the Borneo avocado. They are very tasty, but nobody outside of Borneo is eating them. Come on, there was a lot more stuff around here. I would guess that we have less than 20 different fruits yet, and we need to get a lot more. There are hundreds of stalls here, and every stall must be examined very meticulously as to not miss one single rare fruit. Here a lot of different gingers which I'm not familiar with. Pineapples, of course, super tasty. Big pomelos and small pumpkins. Getting quite repetitive here. This is some mango, most probably some plum, most probably seedling mangoes. Some small pomelo-like stuff. Some paya, those are sour palm fruits. Some type of wax apple or jambu. Ripe Borneo avocado or enkala. Rich gourd. I always want to taste those roots which are supposed to taste like apples. Let's see what we have here. Oh, this is gonna be a very long video. Kasturi length and probably limau nipis. Passion fruit and black and white pepper. A custard apple. A breadfruit cut in half. Wax gourd. This is a very watery gourd which they like for soups here. And traditionally they also scraped off the wax and used it for candles and such stuff. If you wonder why I'm filming so many feet, no, I'm not a food fetishist. I'm just trying to keep people's privacy and not film too many faces. Some small bitter gourd. The smaller ones are very bitter, so they are more medicinal, while the bigger ones like this one are more vegetable. Here the local Iban cucumber. This one is used for cooking. They use young cucumbers like we do, but they also have cucumbers which are used in the ripe state, which they use for soups and other things. Here again, curcuma galanget in the middle, some type of ginger I'm not familiar with. Oh, I still haven't explored even 20% of the market. I think I'll separate this video into several. Here we have some carcadil or rosel, some hibiscus flowers, different types of water and wax apples, jambu air. I think this they call jambu batu, stone jambu, while the water apple is water jambu. Here again a different variety. Then we have some star fruit here. Some other water apple. Oh, this guy has a lot of different varieties of water apple. I think I'll stop the video at 20 minutes and then I'll start a new one, and then you'll have to add up the fruit species in all of those videos because it's getting really long, but I don't want to rush through it. Those could be some sort of jungle onions. They're actually, little spring onions growing in the jungle. Here again, some chopped up jackfruit, pataya beans. They're grown at tree. Here the whole pots, here the single beans. Judas ear mushrooms are quite popular everywhere in Asia. Here again, rambai and bilimbing hutan or bilimbing merah. Here we have some peeled asam paya. Let's see what we have here. Young bottle gourd, which is being used as a vegetable. This is some brassicaceae vegetable I'm not familiar with. I'm not so good at the local vegetables. I'm not even sure what this is. This is some seed which has been fermented, but I'm not aware what exactly it is. Here again some ripe dayak apple or sour eggplant, a fruit virtually unknown, or a vegetable virtually unknown outside of Borneo. And here some tampoi, one of those fruits. It's maybe the tastiest fruit of Borneo, but also virtually unknown outside of the island. Super tasty fruit. And check out the price, 18 ringgit. That's like 4 times more than most of the other fruits, but it's totally worth it because it's super tasty. Okay, we are over 20 minutes, so soon I'll start the next video. Hi folks, this is all the fruit and welcome to part 2 of Satok Weekend Market in Kuching, Malaysia during the fruit season. Remember, we have a challenge to find 100 different fruit species on this market in one day. Well, this, they would probably call it limau purut, but it's a hybrid between limau purut and some different lime. This is limau kasturi, some eggplants, a lot of different eggplants. Yeah, the small one is the pea eggplant, the big is the green eggplant, and the other ones are some eggplants more closely. The big is the sour eggplant, and the elongated ones are some eggplants more common to what we have in Europe. Here we have the bilimbi, the sour relative of the star fruit. Let's see, limau nipis. Yeah, this is more or less the Tahiti lime or Persian lime we are familiar with. And here the kasturi lime with the sweet rind. Here again a lot of different eggplant varieties. We in Europe you know mostly the big black eggplant, but there are hundreds of eggplants in all shapes, sizes and taste. Rollinia or snot fruit, corn. Okay, let's speed up a little bit. A lot of stuff is repeating, but there are still many dozens of fruits. Here we have different types of tabai, of the Borneo olive. You have to heat it to eat it. You don't need to boil it, you just need to heat it to like about 60 degrees.
Soak in warm water.
Soak in warm water, yes. That's a very good way to heat it. Soak it in warm water, but don't boil it. It's super tasty. And also another one of those Borneo fruits / vegetables which nobody outside of Borneo knows. It's a pity. This should be more common throughout the tropics, but...
You follow Simon Aquina.
Sorry?
You follow Simon Aquina.
Oh, yeah. Here. YouTube.
You can follow Simon Aquina.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Specialist in Borneo food.
Ah, good. Thank you. Some plum. This is like seedling mangoes, unripe ones. Those are mostly used for cooking and pickling. Apple mangoes. Yeah, looks more or less like apple mangoes. Yeah, apple mangoes. Here again, different types of tabai. Those come from quite far away. Tabai Kapit, Tabai Cebu. Yeah, the Kapit area is a big exporter of tabai. I see them being transported on the ships downriver in big baskets. Here again, some custard apple. Here stuff starts repeating itself, but there is a lot more to come. Yeah, it's gonna be a long video, but here again some tampoi. This could be Bacaurea macrocarpa, while the other one I saw recently was Bacaurea edulis. This could be some sort of lotus flower. And here ripe jackfruit arils. Lots of different vegetables I'm unfamiliar with. Oh, finally, some small jungle durian. This is Turio graveolens. Those are the first jungle durians I see on this market. And the first time I've seen graveolens on a market for years. And here the little arils of Turio graveolens, and here very similar but not so closely related, the arils of jackfruit. Here again the sago palm, heart of palm, a very tasty vegetable. You can eat it raw, but you can also cook it. Come on, around here everything starts repeating itself. This is the salak or snake fruit, which is common in Southeast Asia outside of Borneo. In Borneo it's also being grown, but they also have the red jungle salak around here. Mangosteen, and again some tampoy. Why is nobody growing tampoy outside of Borneo? This stuff is super tasty. An incredibly intense mix of sweet and sour. Very nice. A lot of snails and huge river mussels. Here again some bottle gourd, limau casturi, limau nipis, limau telur. Three types of limes around here. Here we have bamboo segments. This is the traditional cooking pot of the area, and people still like to use it. It makes the food taste so much better than a boring metal pot. I've eaten food cooked in those, and they are super delicious. The bamboo gives them a lot of nice flavor. Here a couple more eggplant types. Here some huge white ripe cucumbers, which are also used for cooking. The local citruses usually don't get this nice orange or yellow flower color. You need those orange or yellow colors, basically for them you need cold weather. So the local citruses usually stay kind of greenish or get kind of yellowish or slightly orangish. Here again, tropical asparagus and manioc leaves. And here again a heart of palm from the sago palm. I hope I will be able to cut one down next week for my friends in Krokong village. Here again some pineapples. They also have a lot of plant sellers here. Tomorrow I want to buy some fruits around, some fruit trees around here. Here again sago palms. Here the skin of the, this is most probably Durio graveolens, but I'm not 100% sure because it looks a little bit strange for graveolens. I'll have to buy some of those. And here they have butchered a huge jackfruit. This is the part that's not gonna be eaten. Here a couple more huge jackfruits. Now here in this central street between the two big structures, they have the exotic, the imported fruit and veg. Cabbage, tomatoes, cabbage, potatoes, carrots, they're usually imported. Grapes are imported. Pears and apples, as well as nashi pears. And here the persimmons are imported. The oranges, which have a bright orange color, are imported. They need cold weather or ethylene gas in order to get this nice orange color. A lot of different apples, mostly from China. A lot of different pears, also mostly from China. Mangoes, most probably from Thailand. Oh, this is the, what was this? The Iwin, the red Iwin mango. Imported lemons, those are much more bright yellow. Oh, I always wanted to try those. Oh, what are the pears apples? I think I'm gonna buy some later. Oh, here they have apples and plums mixed together. Here watermelons and some type of honeydew melons. Matua or crystal fruit. This is a huge modern variety. Different water apples. They also have a lot of watermelon varieties here. Why don't we have those small elongated ones in temperate areas? Here you can strike a bargain. Each of those little baskets is 2 ringgit. The prices here, by the way, are really low, except for some really fancy fruits, which can get up to, let's say up to, the most expensive ones are like €10, $10 a kilo, but most fruits here are like €1 to €1.5, €1 to €2 or $1 to $2 a kilo, even the imported fruits. So for us, the prices are really low, except if you want to have some really fancy stuff. Oh yeah, longan. Not a lot of longan here. This is This is some Thai longan. However, they are growing them a lot around here already. This one is apparently imported from Thailand, but you also have them here. Also, a lot of the pomegranates are imported, although they can grow here in this climate. Kiwis. This is sespri or gold kiwi, different species than the green kiwi. Let's see. Not so many more imported fruits here. I think that was mostly it with the imported fruits, but we are still far away from our 100 fruit species. Here we have some dragon fruit, the only cactus fruit which is of real commercial importance around here because it can grow in wet rainforest climate. Some other type of honeydew melon. Another again sespri or gold kiwi, plums, avocados, Chinese date or jujube. See what we have here around the corner. We are again at the local stuff, nothing new around here. Come on, 100 different fruits. I want to get 100 different fruits here. Red beets, broccoli and cauliflower, red and white drumstick cabbage. Here again, broccoli and cauliflower, Chinese cabbage, celery. Are you counting, folks? 100. We want to get 100 different fruit species here on this market. I'm sure together we can do this. Well, lots of different langsat types. Let's see again, persimmons. Oh, very underripe persimmons. Let's continue. If you think the video is long, imagine how many hours I spent on this market every weekend. And this time I've already spent several hours, and despite the diversity being very big, here tiny Chinese dwarf mandarins, despite the diversity being very big, I haven't found a single new thing which I don't know. Some radishes. Somewhere over there they had some local longan. This is one of the local endemic Borneo longans, Isau. Very tasty local longan. Tastes very different from the Thai longans. Here again some matua, this time a smaller variety. Lots of pineapples. Yeah, here we have an endemic jungle mango. Here they call it asam bawang, in other areas they call it bambagan. Those are very small fruits, but some varieties of this mango can get up to 5 kilograms or bigger, the size of a human head. It's endemic to Borneo. Here we have some slightly bigger and riper bambagan mangoes. It's also very dangerous. The sap, mangoes are a relative of poison ivy, and the sap of this one can really hurt you. Here's some rambutan. And look at the color of those bananas. Beautiful colors. Some little snails. Some coconuts. Some gourd. Tell me if you know what this is. I think I forgot the species. Breadfruit. But where is the very similar bread nut? I saw bread nut in a couple places here. More different eggplants in color. Lots of breadfruit. They can get quite big, up to 5 kilograms a piece. More tampoy over there. Come on, folks, we have to get up to 100 fruit species. Here we have red bananas. Soursop, we already had that one. Celery, we also already had that one. Some jungle mangoes. This could be Assam Kamantan. Ibu? Why ini apa? Ini Assam Bawang, Assam Kamantan? Assam Kamantan. So here we have another jungle mango variety, Assam Kamantan. This was Mangifera. Mangifera. What was it? Well, find it. It's a local mango species, Assam Kamantan. Here they have little boxes made from palm leaves, from Nipa palm leaves. I think you can cook rice and other things inside those. Some more bilimbing. Let's see. I hope I can finish the market in 3 videos, but if I find additional fruits, I'll have to make a 4th video. I hope that you will not run away in the middle of the videos, but continue counting. Some more durian, some more varieties of water apple. Oh, look at those giant white water apples over there. I've never seen this variety. You see it between the boxes with the brown stuff? Look at this ginormous albino water apples. I think I'm gonna get some of those. Ibu? Ini 2 ringgit? 3. Oh, harga orang putih. Okay, yeah. So, special price for me. 3 ringgit, but since there is only 1 box left, I want those giant white water apples. Because, oh, look at this, there is a lot more over there. Okay, I already told the old lady that they're gonna pay the white man's price, so. Okay, 3 ringgit, terima kasih. Interesting. Well, I mean, breeding white fruits or breeding away the color of a fruit is not such a rare thing, but I've never seen giant white water apples. And look at this. Look at the size of those things. Oh, yeah, the ones she put in the little picture were actually very old ones. I'm sure somebody else would have gotten them cheaper. Well, for most Westerners, the most exotic part of those markets are the live sago worms. They are local delicacy, actually regional delicacy. Let's see. We are still far away from 100 species, I would say, but working hard. Working hard on it. Is this Jenko? There could be Jenko beans. Guaquini, Mangifera odorata. This is some mango hybrid, some mango species of hybrid origin. Yellow rambutan, durian. I think we are still far away from 100 fruit species, but yeah, did I miscalculate? I hope you are counting, because I don't think we'll find any other market with so many different fruit species. So if you want to get 100, it's gonna be here. Well. Let's see. We were already here, so let's cross to the next aisle. Still much short of 100. Here, look at this. Corn and tiny white corn. Dabai, from Song. From Song, this is an area between Cebu and Kapit, a little town between Cebu and Kapit. Cucumbers, those are probably too ripe for salads, they're going to be used for cooking. Langsat local. Hello Manish. I guess this is some mango variety I'm not familiar with. For sweet fruit, different chilies, different pumpkins, different dried fish. Somewhere around here was some very smelly Mangifera foetida, but I cannot find them anymore. Now that I started filming, I kind of struggled to find 100 different fruit species. Very strange. We already had the chico sapote. Some local mushrooms and crabs and a lot of belimbing mera. Durian. This must be the Mangifera foetida. Mister, asam ini apa?
Queenie. Asam queenie.
Asam queenie. Terima kasih. So he says this is queenie.
Very sweet.
Terima kasih. Okay, so if it's very sweet, then it's really queenie, Mangifera odorata, and not Mangifera foetida. Here, this is some type of seaweed, and a lot of fish over there. Okay, I think I covered most in this area. Now we'll go to the area which is active every day of the week. This part here is active only on weekends. Let's go to the standard part of the market. We still have to get 100 different fruit species. Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and welcome to part 3 of my One Market 100 Fruits Challenge. I will try to find 100 different fruit species in one market, in Satok Market Kuching. Well, I'm here on the weekend because on the weekend this market is like 10 times bigger than normal, at least the fruit and veg part. However, this part, which I'll cover in part 3, is what we have every day. So this is the everyday market, and the other 2 parts will be the weekend market. And count with me folks, we need 100 different fruit species. You can also count the varieties and the vegetable species separately. Oh, here by the way somebody is sprouting pineapple tops in order to grow more pineapples. And here the local Bacorea angulata, Bilimbing Mera. Rotten papaya, so lots of rotten stuff. But let's see what we have here. Cucumbers, eggplants, limau kasturi, we already covered all those. Limau nipis. Not sure about this mango. Haibu, ini asam apa? Mango, tidak asam.
Oh, asam pelam.
Asam pelam ini apa? Mango. Terima kasih. So, mango they call here mango varieties, named varieties, or sometimes seedling descendants of the named varieties. Assam plum are the local traditional seedling mangoes, but both are Mangifera indica. Here again, Dabai, the Borneo olive, the sour Borneo eggplant, and Tenkala, the Borneo avocado. Let's see what we have here. Banana leaves for wrapping, sage, ferns and manioc leaves. Come on, we must find a couple more different species here. I think we are still far away from 100 species. Not many new things around here. Well, I mean, if you go to any market or supermarket, usually you will not find more than 20 fruit species, and maybe at some big international markets up to 50, but here I want to find 100. Ginger flowers, curry leaf, This is some apiaceae, some wild apiaceae, which grows in wet places. Some Rollinia, quite old Rollinia, to be honest. Ooh, not so many new things. Maybe I'll try to count. Oh, here the people are gone. This place was 1 or 2 hours ago. This place was also full of people selling stuff out of their cars. Now they are gone. Well, I can still pretend that all the rare stuff was there where nobody is anymore. Oh, some really old sour eggplant. Some really small pisang tanduk. This could be the pisang tanduk ceratus, where you get 100 plantains on one plant, but they are smaller. Coconuts, seedling mangoes. Funny. Before I started filming, I thought we would have like 100 different species. Now I'm not sure that I got much more than 50. But I'll review the videos myself and I will try to count meticulously. But that doesn't free you from the obligation to count all the fruits in all the videos about this market. So there are a couple things missing here which I got at other markets. No Durio cotiensis on this market, and even very little Cibetinos. Also no sugarcane flowers or tebutelor. Here we have a lot of different gingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, actually I think they are repeating, but a lot of different ginger varieties. Tempoyak or fermented durian, pepper, some huge mangoes. Well, those could be, they look a lot like Mango King, however Mango King mangoes are even bigger. Let's see what we have here, different bananas, wax gourd. Where did all the rare fruits go? Funny thing is, I haven't seen a single tarap here, or any of the other more obscure artocarpuses. Well, I'm afraid we are still short of 100 fruits and I'm not finding anything new. I shouldn't. Me and my big mouth, I shouldn't talk so much. Again, some small Mangifera indica. Yeah. Not so much stuff, to be honest. I think I'll stop the video here, and if I find some new fruits which I haven't filmed yet, I'll just make a couple short clips and stick them to the end of this video. So folks, I really hope we got up to 100 species here. Well, here are a couple of different mangoes. However, all those seem to be Mangifera indica, different types of Mangifera indica. This is Kedundong, it's not a mango. But here more different Mangifera indica and Kedundong. And here Mangifera payang, the biggest and most dangerous jungle mango. Not just because it can fall on your head, but because mangoes are related to poison ivy and the sap can actually really burn you. I've seen people here cut it with gloves under running water and washing the knife under running water, or keeping the knife washed all the time and wiping. In addition to that, or wiping the knife all the time. Here's some really nice jackfruit aerials. Matua coconuts. Huge jackfruit. Beautiful stuff. When I said beautiful, a lady turned around. Yeah, she's beautiful, but this is a fruit channel. Sorry, lady. Yes, here is a fruit I think we missed. This is the bread nut. It seems to be the wild ancestor of the breadfruit. Here it's still cultivated on a significant scale, I guess because the seeds to fruit ratio is quite high and people are after the seeds. You can get similar seeds also from jackfruit or champedak, but bread nut still seems to be kind of popular. Not a new species, but a very thick-skinned Duku variety. Yeah, this Duku Langsat Longkong definition for the different species of Lansium domesticum is quite complicated. And here also I think this is some purslane relative. Should taste really nice and sour and slimy. And here are some young unripe bucksquirts. Not sure if I covered the star fruit yet, but here it is. Right next to some really bumpy champedak with really gigantic aerials. Amazing, those are super sweet. Here's some banana stems and some Passiflora quadrangularis, a giant passion fruit, which they call Timun blanda or blonde cucumber, and they say it's a vegetable. I'm sure it's a passion fruit, so I'm gonna buy it. And here another fruit, the kangaroo grape. The ripe ones, I don't know what they use them for. Usually they use the green ones for cooking. The ripe ones have too much oxalate, so after you eat them, your mouth really itches and tingles. So I don't know why they already also put a couple ripe ones in here. Also not sure about this Urkeladi. I see it on different markets, but still don't know what it's being used for. Same goes for this beautiful swamp flower. And this year I don't know, I think it also comes from a swamp. And here a couple papaya flowers, male papaya flowers. Those are also quite a popular vegetable. And this here in the middle I think is some sarsaparilla or some closely related vine. It looks a lot like sarsaparilla. Also I don't know if I've already shown properly Maupurut. This is citrus, what was it? Citrus hystrix. The most typical of all limes in Malaysia. It's also called the Malaysian lime. Did they manage to find 100 species? I'm not sure. I think maybe not. Definitely not 100 species of fruit. What I know is that a number of people here remember me. Well, unfortunately it's rare enough that white people come here. Kuching is maybe the most touristy place in all of Borneo, maybe with the exception of Kota Kinabalu. And although this market is very close to the city center, in all my years here, I've been coming here for 5 or 6 years now, I've only once seen white people on this market. It might be the most underrated tourist attraction of Kuching. What a pity. So folks, if you come to Kuching, definitely visit Satok Market. Come to the market on Saturday or Sunday and you will be really overwhelmed with a giant selection of rare, tasty Borneo fruits. This time I must confess I didn't find a single new thing I didn't know, but I've been coming here for 5 years. It's getting more and more difficult for me to find new and exciting stuff. But last year I was here for 4 months and there were almost no rare fruits. This time I'm not complaining, there is a lot of stuff. If I travel enough through the small jungle markets, I'm sure I'll find some new fruits. So folks, please count the fruits, the fruit species, the fruit varieties, the veggie species in those videos. I think I'll combine them to a total of 3 videos on this market. Please count all the stuff in them. Apart from that, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful and incredibly fruit-rich island of Borneo, maybe the most fruit-rich place in the world. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Here's some red and black rice from Barrio. This is a place high in the mountains behind Biri from Ulubaram. Yeah, Barrio is a village over 1,000 meters into the mountains on a high mountain plain, and it's very famous for its rice and also for its tourism. I don't know where the white rice is from, but this stuff here, I think it's wet rice. In Barrio they grow a lot of wet rice, although in the mountains they usually grow dry rice. But in Barrio I've seen pictures of huge fields of wet rice. Same thing here. Barrio seems to be quite popular when it comes to rice, to black mountain rice. Also red onions, garlic, red onions, big onions, potatoes. Those things are sold mostly in this dry part of the market where you sell dry foods. Also, in order to get to 100, here a couple, well, are those yellow peas or are those lentils, not sure. And here some peanuts, chickpeas, cashews, and here a couple pickled vegetables. And those, I guess, those are green mungo beans. And lots of different peppers, lots of different varieties of the black pepper. As I said, it's a cash crop here in Sarawak. Also, I forgot the name of those nuts, but I once boiled them myself. Yeah, you need to heat them, and they're pretty tasty. Also here once more the different bananas with names: pisang tandok, pisang kapok, pisang berangan, pisang kiling, pisang embun, and I guess this one here will be pisang hotel. I don't see a label on it. And here a couple really nice dark brown cucumbers.